Thank you for joining us today and welcome to the MNCAPS Lunch and Learn. We're excited to have you here and to share some more information about our MNCAPS program and the pathways that we offer. And I even have a student here today to share her perspective of why she joined and our program as well. So we look forward to sharing this with you today over the lunch hour. So a little agenda, we're going to talk about the educational model that we have here at MNCAPS, share a video with you, as well as our pathways and courses that we're offering for the 2017-2018 school year, and kind of a day in the life of a MNCAPS student here at our program. So MNCAPS involves two school districts. So we have the Prior Lake Savage Area School District and the Lakeville Area Public Schools District, and we have students from Lakeville South, Prior Lake High School, and Lakeville North High School, as well as a couple students from the Lakeville ALC this year, and would love to have students from the Prior Lake Bridges program for next year. So what exactly is MNCAPS? Well, MNCAPS is based on, it's the Center for Advanced Professional Studies, based off of a national program. It actually started in Blue Valley, Kansas about 8 years ago. And we have several schools within that network throughout the nation, as well as several other schools in Minnesota that are starting to go to this CAPS style program. So it is nationally recognized. Our students do receive high school credit, and they do also earn college credits in some of our pathways through Normandale Community College and Hennepin Technical College, who we've partnered with to offer those college courses within our pathways. So a big part of CAPS and our MNCAPS program is that business community public education connection, because our businesses are very involved with projects, case studies, mentorship, and other pieces. But they also give us feedback on what is most important, what they're seeing a need within their careers and their corporations, as what do our students need to know when they get into the workplace, when they leave high school and go on to college, what can we do to best prepare them for that? So our students are fully immersed in this professional culture. And you come to MNCAPS, you'll see our students, they're dressed professionally every day. And so they enter the room and they carry themselves with that professional manner and attire. And what's great to see with that is they can change into their yogas or sweatpants when they go back to school, or you'll see some of our healthcare students will change when they get here. But we really want to have them experience what that life is like in that professional environment. And it's been great to see them step up to that. And even some of our business partners joke that our students are dressed more professional than them sometimes. So it's great to see them immersed in that fully. And so we want to personalize everything that we're doing for our students as well, within the curriculum, within the projects and the assignments and different things that they're working on, so that it reaches to our students' interest, but keeps it real and relevant and rigorous. So even though our courses that we offer are college credit, and our AP courses, that we do have this for students of all different learning abilities and different GPAs and learning styles, because this is a way for students to get hands-on real-world experience and learn differently than they may be learning in a regular classroom. So it's opened the door, and some of the students, even though it has a high level of rigor, they find the course easier because of how we are teaching it here at MNCAPS. So the traditional educational model that we have at our high schools is the one teacher to the 36 or so students within the classroom. And we have exceptional teachers within our districts, and they do everything they can to truly give as much feedback and knowledge and support to these students that we have in the classroom. But what we're blessed to do at MNCAPS is that within each pathway, we have 3 teachers. So our students get feedback from all 3 of the teachers in regards to their curriculum, their coursework, their projects, their professionalism. But we also have a lot of other key players within the program that give feedback to our students and help them grow. So like I said, we have very strong instructors here teaching within our pathway. But what we really look to is bring in those guest instructors, so those experts to come in and teach our students about different topics that they're learning within the class, or things that they need to apply to what they're doing within the class. And it's not like the guest speakers that we used to have that would come in and teach about, well, this is what I did for college, and then this is what I do at my job. They're actually coming in to teach our students something that they can apply. So at the beginning of the school year, we had a guest instructor come in, and she taught the students how to give their elevator speech, how to write an elevator speech, a longer one, a shorter one, and how to introduce themselves in a professional manner. Well, then later on that week, we brought in an HR panel, human resource panel, to come in and kind of give some insight into what they're looking for with people that they're possibly interviewing or want to hire at their place of employment. And then those human resource experts actually did group interviews with our students. So our students used their elevator speech right away at the beginning of the school year and applied that. And then we're able to have that experience with the group interview right off the bat as well. So we bring in other experts to support within our business pathway. Within our healthcare pathway, one expert that was brought in was our students were working on a case study for a gentleman named Martin. They're given his health issues, and so they all worked in these groups and were coming up with what tests they need to run, what they thought his diagnosis could be, and then they presented their initial findings and what they wanted to move forward with. Well, then our teachers came forward and said, actually, Martin's just really depressed and he needs some health care adjustments in regards to his diet and exercise, and he needs a new healthcare plan. So before they moved on to create that healthcare plan, what they did was they brought in a dietitian, and I was actually blessed to be able to join them that day to hear what she had to share. But she was teaching them about how do you create that nutritional plan for a different patient, and then shared all the different sugar that you find within beverages and sodas and Gatorades. And I've shared this before with people I've talked to about this, but she shared about how much sugar is in the pumpkin spice latte. And I was very sad to see how much was in there because I enjoy those very much. But it was great for then the students to incorporate what she shared and her expertise into creating their nutritional plan for Martin. And then they did share those findings and what they created with a panel of experts that came in to give them feedback on what they were presenting. So our guest instructors do have a key role, and we like to invite them in at least once a week to teach to the students. And then our instructors do fill in any gaps if there's anything that maybe needed to be elaborated on from what the guest instructors shared with them. Another great part is that does lead to the projects, as I was talking about the case study that the healthcare students did for Martin. Our business students do a 10-week project within each semester. So we ask our business partners and say, what's that 10th item on your list that you're not getting to? We want to take that and we want to give it to our students and let them come up with a solution for you. So our students have an initial meeting with that business partner, and then they get kind of the questions that the partner is looking for that they need help in getting answers to. They've been doing case studies and surveys. They come back and share those findings and then discuss what type of deliverables they actually the project sponsors want to get from the students. So our business students are in that right now. They're doing their final projects this week and presenting their final deliverables and recommendations to our business partners. So I was with a group of students this morning at Polaris Industries where they were sharing their recommendations for top 3 pieces to add to some piece, one of their fun toys or one of their off-road vehicles, and got a lot of feedback, and the students left excited to see if that does get incorporated within that vehicle within the next couple of years. So within healthcare, our students have done the case study with Martin, and they just were finishing up another case study that they've done. Next semester, our healthcare students are going to be working at one of the elementary schools and creating some lessons to teach the students there, as well as doing some professional development for some other staff members, working with individuals and some patients or residents of Hosanna, the Fountains of Hosanna, and other areas as well, to really let them get out and use what they're learning and apply it and engage with other clients and patients and people within the community. So we're excited about how we use those projects to really apply the curriculum so that what they work on within the courses, they can apply to these projects and really make it real world and relevant to what they would be doing in their future. One of the other key pieces that we really enjoy at MNCAPS is our mentor program. So our students have a one-to-one mentorship where they meet with their mentors every 2 weeks, and they can meet with them in person here at MNCAPS, at their place of employment, at a coffee shop, what works best, or over the phone, through a conversation, or through email. So we want our students to be able to also refine those writing skills, those professional writing skills through email, and their phone conversation skills as they keep moving forward. But the mentorship has been great for the students. We do send out information to the mentors and mentees before the meeting saying, here are some topics to discuss. So we help guide both the student and the mentors things to discuss in their meetings, but also to share what they're doing within their class and ideas that they have and feedback on those case studies or projects that they're working on, help network for the students as well. What's been great is the students are getting a lot out of the mentorship program, but it's been fun to hear from our mentors and what they're gaining from it and how much enjoyment they're getting from sharing and meeting with the students, but also the insight they're getting that, in regards to what they could be doing differently at their place of employment and other pieces. And sometimes as adults, we tend to forget how much we can learn from these students, what a blessing that is in both directions, from the mentor side and the mentee side. So we have our MNCAPS video here I'm going to share with you. It is also found on our website at MNCAPS.org. And so as you are watching it, you'll get an insight into seeing us at MNCAPS. So a lot of this is filmed here. You'll also see some of it is filmed at some of our site visits off-site at Fairview Ridges Hospital and some of our business presentations as well throughout the videos. And you'll get to hear from several different key stakeholders within it.
Today's learners are active learners.
This is the intern.
Personalization is not only just learning where you're at, it's also aligning your learning to your hopes and dreams and your passions and your career goals.
Our program, MNCAPS, stands for Minnesota Center for Advanced Professional Studies. It's a great way for them to get real-world hands-on experience and delve into what they want to do in their future.
We're spending so much time focusing on college and career readiness. This is a way to do that actually in an authentic work experience and environment for our students.
The program involves Prior Lake High School, Lakeville South High School, and Lakeville North High School.
For half the day, students are not set in our traditional schools.
What is the purpose of a wholesaler? Here in the business pathway, students have a wide variety of different experiences. They work on projects, give presentations, they work with corporate partners on real life problems, they have their mentors that they work with one-on-one.
When they show up, they're at work and they're learning about what it's like to work in that field.
We get to learn how to interact with business partners, to learn how to collaborate with others and bounce ideas off each other. We came up with 2 projects, things that we needed help with. My time is limited and the kids are working for us. We're going to meet early in the morning.
It is a real world problem and we're giving them real world answers. It makes the work much more meaningful than just a grade.
The number of their own.
We're not just top down. We're not standing in front lecturing, giving them all the different pieces of the puzzle. We're saying, here's the puzzle. How do you put it together?
So once you get the splint in place, which you probably do,
You figure this out. You tell us how we need to examine it or change it or improve it.
I like the fact that we're able to get college credit through this course.
It's good to be able to research, collaborate, to be able to diagnose a real world situation. It's really solidified the fact that I want to be in healthcare.
They researched the why and I was super impressed with what they came up with. So it's great to hand off a project where it's just idea based and ideation and creation, that they have a fresh mind.
Students are collaborating with one another and with those mentors to solve and design and create and produce.
It's great. It is such a good experience for these young adults that are going to be starting their career a step ahead of a traditional student.
We get to network beyond our community by being ambassadors for our own school.
We really hope to empower students to find their passions, to create their pathway for the future that they want to be successful in life.
As you can see from the video, it's great to see the students in action and hear what they have to share about the program. And we are blessed to actually have one of our healthcare students here, Amanda Abel. She is a junior at Lakeville North, and she's just going to give a little insight into why she joined MNCAPS and her experience as she's been here.
Hello everybody, my name is Amanda Abel, and like Miss Mija said, I am a junior at Lakeville North High School and also a student in the healthcare pathway at MNCAPS. So I wanted to share a little bit with you about my experience at MNCAPS and why I chose to join this program. As a sophomore, I sat through the MNCAPS presentation and listened to Mrs. Mija talk, and I thought, wow, I know I want to go into healthcare. I love school. This is such a great opportunity for me. So I applied, I went through the interview process, and I found out that I got accepted, and I was very excited. I remember walking in on my first day, and there was about 5 business professionals in front of me. They each shook my hand and formally introduced myself, and I felt very uncomfortable because I had never formally introduced myself to anybody before. But easily after the first week of being in MNCAPS, I knew how to write my own resume, formally introduce myself and not be nervous about it, and even answer interview questions with little to no hesitation. I'd also met a bunch of new friends from different schools of different ages who shared the same passion that I did. I assume most of you played sports in high school or were in a club, and you bonded with those people because they shared the same passion that you did, and I feel like MNCAPS is like my second team. Some of my new teammates want to go into labor and delivery or neurosurgery or even electrocardiology, and I didn't even know what half of those things were before I joined MNCAPS. I started off wanting to be a pediatrician, and then I thought neurosurgery, and then I was assigned a mentor who was a registered nurse, and I thought that I wanted to go into registered nursing. And that might not even be what I want to do in my future, but that could change at some point, and I'm okay with that. But I'm glad that I know now that I have all these options rather than getting to college or my later years of education, realizing that healthcare isn't even what I want to go into. Joining MNCAPS has really solidified the fact that I want to go into healthcare and that this is what I want to do in my future.
Thank you, Amanda. And it's just the best to be able to hear the students share their experience and all the that they've learned so far from this, and to think, we're not even halfway through the school year yet, and how much they've grown and really been able to solidify some of the pieces that they're interested in within healthcare and business. And so it's fun to see them grow, and it's amazing to see the things that they are doing here at MNCAPS. So as another student, Amanda shared the teammate piece. But that's where we've heard that from other students as well. And we had one share with us, it was just about a month into the program, about how they felt that they finally had people here like them, that had the same passion as them, as you heard Amanda say, and that we're able to work together on that and felt comfortable within that environment. So we're blessed for that opportunity for the student. So the pathways that we'll be offering for the fall of 2017, we're going to be offering our business year 1 pathway, and that's open to juniors and seniors. And then our business year 2 would be for, if a junior takes year 1, they can continue on to year 2 for their senior year. For medicine and healthcare, we're offering a year 1 open to juniors and seniors, and then offering a year 2 for the juniors that want to continue on to their senior year. And we're offering a third pathway for the fall of 2017 in technology and design, and that is open to the juniors and seniors from Prior Lake Savage and Lakeville. So for our business pathway year 1 in the fall semester, we have the Introduction to Business, AP Microeconomics, and College Freshman Composition. And second semester, we have Marketing Concepts and Strategies, AP Macroeconomics, and Public Speaking. As you can see, the way it looks is you see these 3 courses. But what's different at MNCAPS is that even though there's 3 courses, we have no bells. The students actually don't even have to ask to go to the bathroom. We treat them like professionals while they're here. And so you see these 3 courses, but really it's a block of time. So our students in a business pathway are here from 7:45 to 10:30. Within that time, they will have Introduction to Business, AP Microeconomics, College Freshman Composition, but because it overlaps. So what they're working on in their business course is also being built on within their composition course and creating that business plan that they are working on and writing. Some days we might have a guest instructor here, so they may take up 2 hours of the time, and then for the remainder of the day, they might go work with the economics teacher, or they may work with their project group for the remainder of the day. So every day is a different experience for the students. Some days they might have each class for 45 minutes and do rotations, but what they are working on is not so solidified to just that course. It really overlaps and is built on within the other courses as well. So it's nice to make sure that you understand when you see that. And we do have college credits for some of our courses, and some of the courses are also required courses that the students do need to take at the high school. For year 2, so if a junior took business year 1 and they want to continue on to their senior year with year 2, we're offering business finance in the fall, AP statistics throughout the year, and then entrepreneurship in the spring with the AP statistics. With the AP courses, the students can take the test in the spring, and if they pass the test and they want to offer that to the college, they can see if the college will accept that for college credits. So as we always suggest with any student, as they're looking for colleges, reach out to them, ask them if they will accept AP courses, if they'll accept college courses. Some colleges do. We have a student that is attending Gustavus next year and is able to bring all the business pathway courses with her to Gustavus in the fall. So we just recommend that if your student is interested, that you do connect with them as you look into their future after high school. Our medicine healthcare pathway year 1, 3 courses that we're offering in the first semester: healthcare core curriculum, health professions terminology, and interpersonal communication. Then in the spring, we will have healthcare in the U.S., personal and community health, and college freshman composition. For year 2, if a junior takes medicine healthcare year 1 and they continue on to their senior year, we're offering introduction to exercise science in the fall, AP psychology throughout the year, and nursing assistant certificate in the spring with the AP psychology course. And after the students finish taking their nursing assistant certificate course, they can take the state test to become a certified nursing assistant and choose to either work in that career fully or use that as an opportunity to work in that career and continue on within their healthcare and medicine interests that they want to pursue. The third pathway that we are offering for the 2017-18 school year is technology and design. And the courses we have AP Computer Science A, which will run throughout the full year, which has coding and programming. It has HTML, Java, all of that fun computer science side to it. And then involving graphic design in the fall, interpersonal communication in the fall, and then in the spring, adding in the web design and development and technical writing. As this pathway was created, we had a lot of input from staff within the school districts, from other programs within our CAPS network, as well as our business partners. So we had several people give some great insight, and some members from Thomson Reuters that really gave us a good look into what needs to be in here and what they're looking for when it comes to people coming in with design and technology, computer science, all those pieces, and with that background. So we're excited to be able to give the back side of design and creating on the computer science side, and the front side of design with the graphics and the web development. And as we look to offer this, we're looking to offer it in the mornings, the same time as we offer the business year 1 pathway, so that our students, as they are right now finishing up their presentations, if they needed to maybe jazz it up a little bit, or they needed help with a graphic for social media that the project and the partners are asking for, they can go to their friends in the technology and design pathway and ask for them to help create that. So we can have a lot of cross-curricular pieces within our pathways, just as we do in the business world, healthcare world, technology and design world. We work with other departments. We don't always work solely. So teaching them those skills too, to work cross-curricularly and with different departments as they create their projects and keep moving forward. So we will plan to do projects within our technology and design pathway, just as we have with the 10-week projects within the business. And so we're looking for the partners to come forward with anything that they need help with in creating in regards to that as well. So as we discussed earlier, there's lots of different pieces that really make MNCAPS so successful. Our excellent teachers that we have, the teamwork is huge when it comes to our students. So as we're looking for students who want to apply and be a part of MNCAPS, we need them to be those reliable, responsible students that can go to Polaris in the morning, or tomorrow be presenting at Target, or meeting their mentor at the coffee shop after school, or even maybe during MNCAPS. But the teamwork is so important, as they work in collaborative groups a lot throughout their case studies and their projects, other assignments and things that they're doing within the course, and that they learn how to work together. You know, as teams grow and our students are understanding how they work with different personalities and how to delegate different things and really grow from that. There's been a lot of growth amongst the groups and individually throughout that teamwork, and it's great to see that happen. Throughout our program, we've had wonderful site visits at Fairview Ridges Hospital, Fountains of Hosanna, as well as Seagate and Thomson Reuters, and look forward to continuing those into the spring semester with our students. And as we said before, those guest instructors are so important to come in and be the experts on the knowledge that they're experiencing every day. So kind of recapping the day of the life, our students are dressed professionally, as we shared. You know, they come in looking very nice, and if they do want to change, they can when they go back, or when they get here. But we have that professional location and attire and experience while they are here with us for that part of the day. So students within our business pathway start the morning here, and then they go back to their main campus for periods 4, 5, and 6, or they can take PSEO, post-secondary courses, as well as online courses, whatever works best for them. Our afternoon pathway with healthcare, the students are at their main campus in the morning for 1, 2, and 3, and then come here for the afternoon for periods 4, 5, and 6, and do end in time to get back for those activities and athletic events that they have involved after school. So every day is different, as we said. The students, may have a guest instructor, or they may be going somewhere that day for a site visit, or maybe presenting their findings that they have. So it's a really true, real world, relevant experience of what our life is like in the business world and how every day can be different, and to plan and prep for that. As we keep going, our students do provide their own transportation to and from MNCAPS. We have several students that do carpool, or get dropped off by a parent or picked up by a parent or relative, and they work to really make that happen for them and ride with their friends and so forth. So how do the students apply and become part of MNCAPS? If you go to the MNCAPS.org and click on students, then in the bottom left-hand corner, there's an application form. The student clicks on that and fills out the application. There's just a couple short answers and then 2 short little essay pieces, less than 300 words, explaining why they want to be a part of MNCAPS and give us more insight into the student. Once we get that, we'll be following up with the students in the next couple weeks to set up an interview. So we'll be emailing them confirmation of that interview after finals are done. So we know it's the end of the semester. Students are having finals in Lakeville and Prior Lake. We want to make sure that we let them finish the semester strong before we add in those interviews. So we'll be looking to start interviewing the students at the end of January, early February. Once the interviews are done, we will get back to the student and let them know if they got accepted or not accepted into the program. If they get accepted, then we work with them and their dean or guidance counselor or assistant principal to help them get registered for MNCAPS for the following school year. And we do want to have all of the applications in by early February and have the interviews done before registration closes within both districts, which is the middle of February. So if your student is interested, please have them go on and fill out the application form as soon as possible so we can set up those times to interview them in the next coming weeks. Now, if you're listening here and you're thinking, wow, I would love to be a mentor, or I have ideas of how I could be a guest instructor or projects that my company has, we would love to connect with you. And so if you go to the MNCAPS.org and click on engage and collaborate with us, then you can fill out a form that gets sent to me, and I will reach out to you if it's in regards to mentoring or a project idea you have. We can set up a time to meet or connect over the phone to discuss that in more detail. So we look forward to seeing some of those come in and to seeing all the different expertise that you can share with us and our students at MNCAPS. If you do have any questions that we're not able to cover today, please feel free to contact me. My email is melanie.smija@isd194.org. And also, please follow us on social media if you are not already. We are sharing pictures of what the students are doing when we have guest instructors coming in, different site visits, and a lot of this week we'll be sharing the students in the business pathway finishing up their project presentations. So it's great for you to get an insight into what our students are doing on a daily basis and be able to share that with you. But we are so thankful that you're able to join us today over the lunch hour, and I look forward to meeting your student and their interview and reading over their application, and hopefully meeting you at a spring meeting in May as we kick off the next school year. So thank you for joining us, and we look forward to hearing from you.